Secret study tips to learn faster. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to grasp concepts instantly while others struggle? It's not because they're smarter. It's because they've unlocked the secrets to studying smarter, not harder. Imagine if you could learn new material in half the time, ace your exams, and still have time to enjoy your life without the stress and anxiety that comes with endless studying. Sounds too good to be true. Well, it's not. You hold the key to transforming your learning habits and supercharging your brain's potential. Right now, you might be feeling overwhelmed by the amount of material you need to cover, unsure of where to start or what to prioritize. Maybe you're riddled with self-doubt, thinking you'll never be able to keep up. But here's the truth. It's not your intelligence that's holding you back. It's the way you approach studying. This video will radically shift your mindset and give you proven, scientific techniques that can help you absorb information more efficiently and retain it longer. By staying with me until the end, you'll gain invaluable insights that will save you countless hours of futile effort and frustration. You'll discover powerful strategies tailored to fit seamlessly into your daily routine, boosting not only your academic performance, but also your confidence and self-esteem. So, don't just watch passively. Take notes, engage with the content, and commit to applying these methods. Share this video with friends who need a study boost and add it to your playlist for revisits. Ready to unlock your learning potential? Let's dive in! Many of us have spent countless hours poring over textbooks, trying to absorb information, only to find that it just doesn't stick. You might be asking yourself, why is this happening? If you've ever felt like you're putting in so much effort, but getting so little return, know that you're not alone. This is a widespread issue that plagues students and professionals alike. The world is moving fast, and the ability to learn and retain information quickly is more critical than ever. Yet we often find ourselves overwhelmed and underperforming. Imagine yourself sitting at your desk, books spread out in front of you, and despite your best efforts, the words seem to blur. The frustration mounts as you realize the hours spent studying aren't translating into knowledge. It's a disheartening cycle that leaves you feeling inadequate and stressed. But the issue is not you, it's the methods you're using. Traditional methods of rote memorization and passive reading aren't enough to meet the modern demands of education and professional development. We live in an era where efficient learning techniques are not just advantageous, they are necessary. Think about a time when you've read a chapter, only to forget the content as soon as you close the book. You've spent hours highlighting text, rereading paragraphs, and taking detailed notes. But when the test comes around, your mind goes blank. Picture the anxiety and self-doubt that creep in after receiving disappointing results despite all your hard work. This issue is not just about learning faster. It's about changing the mindset and habits that are holding you back. In identifying the problem, it's crucial to understand that it's not the lack of intelligence or effort causing the struggle, but ineffective study habits deeply ingrained in us. Many of us have been conditioned to believe that long hours of tedious study equates to success. However, the reality is glaringly different. Without active engagement, our brains are not wired to retain information effectively. This passive approach to learning is one of the most significant obstacles in our educational and personal development journeys. Let's consider the example of a young professional trying to balance work with further education. They might experience the crippling stress of perpetual info overload, feeling they have neither time nor cognitive space to absorb new content meaningfully. The emotional toll this takes can be colossal, leading to burnout, a decline in mental health, and the ever-looming sense of failure. But the good news is that by recognizing these issues, you are already taking the first step toward a more effective learning strategy. This video is here to guide you through understanding why traditional methods fall short and how you can adopt innovative, scientifically backed techniques to become not just a faster learner, but a more engaged and motivated one. By transforming your approach, you'll not only see improvements in your studies, but also gain confidence and clarity in your personal and professional growth. You might be wondering why some people seem to breeze through studying, mastering new concepts at lightning speed, while you feel stuck in a seemingly eternal struggle with your textbooks. What if I told you that there are subtle signs indicating that your study habits are what's holding you back? Imagine recognizing these signs, addressing them, and transforming your study efficiency. It's entirely within your grasp. Today, we'll delve into the signs that signal you're not harnessing the best study techniques, and how to change that for the better. First, let's talk about feeling overwhelmed by the material. You sit down to study and find that no matter how much you try, the information just doesn't stick. This is often due to passive learning. If you find yourself simply reading or highlighting text without truly engaging with it, this passive approach is a clear sign you're not studying efficiently. Engage with the material actively, summarize sections in your own words, or teach the content to an imaginary audience. The second sign is procrastination. You know you should be hitting the books, but suddenly cleaning your entire room seems like a great idea. This avoidance can be a sign of anxiety or a lack of motivation stemming from unclear goals. Combat this by setting specific, manageable objectives for each study session and rewarding yourself for meeting them. Thirdly, if you often feel fatigue or burnt out after studying, it's likely you're not incorporating the necessary breaks. Studying for hours on end without rest can decrease productivity. The Pomodoro technique, where you work for 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break, can significantly boost your efficiency and retention. Next, consider how often you review your notes. If it's only before exams, you're cramming, not learning. Consistent review, ideally daily or after each class, helps shift information from short-term to long-term memory. Make it a habit to recap and revisit your notes regularly. Lastly, if you're constantly distracted by notifications on your phone or by noise around you, it's a sign that your study environment needs improvement. Distractions can severely impede the depth of learning. Create a quiet, dedicated study space and use techniques like time blocking on your devices to ensure focused, uninterrupted study periods. Recognizing these signs is the first step toward developing more effective study habits. By addressing each one, whether it's shifting from passive to active learning, setting clear goals, incorporating breaks, reviewing notes regularly, or minimizing distractions, you can dramatically improve your learning speed and efficiency. Start small, make these changes one step at a time, and watch as your ability to learn quickly and effectively transforms. Understanding the reasons behind our struggles with studying and learning faster involves diving deep into the psychological and sociological foundations that shape our behaviors and beliefs. At its core, motivation, mindset, and self-discovery are intrinsically linked, opening pathways to not just faster learning, but a more fulfilling and empowered life. One crucial psychological cause is the fixed versus growth mindset. A fixed mindset, where we believe our abilities are static, fosters fear of failure. This fear can paralyze us, preventing experimentation and perseverance. Conversely, a growth mindset, as Stanford psychologist Carol Dweck outlines, thrives on challenges and sees failure not as a defeat, but as a springboard for growth. Scientific studies reveal that students with a growth mindset show greater academic achievement over time because they embrace learning as a dynamic process. Sociologically, societal pressures and expectations also play significant roles. From a young age, many of us are conditioned to conform to societal standards of success, often measured by grades and tests. This external validation can overshadow our intrinsic love for learning, making education feel like a chore rather than a journey of discovery. The story of Albert Einstein struggling in traditional educational settings, yet eventually revolutionizing science, highlights the detrimental effects of rigid societal expectations and individual necessity of individual curiosity and creativity. Moreover, procrastination can be traced back to psychological resistance known as academic self-handicapping. Here, we engage in self-sabotaging behaviors to create external excuses for possible failure. It's a way to protect our self-esteem in the face of challenging tasks. Psychologists have identified this as a significant barrier to efficient learning. Anecdotal evidence, like renowned author J.K. Rowling struggled to complete her first Harry Potter manuscript amid self-doubt and rejection, underscores the perseverance required to overcome such barriers. Increased anxiety and stress levels are also significant underlying causes hampering fast learning. These emotions can impair cognitive function and memory retention. The brain's amygdala, which processes fear, can inhibit the prefrontal cortex responsible for critical thinking and problem solving when overstimulated. Studies show mindfulness and stress management techniques can significantly enhance learning efficiency by calming the amygdala and improving cognitive function. These insights align with broader societal trends, where individuals like Oprah Winfrey have shared their personal stories of overcoming limiting beliefs and societal expectations to achieve greatness. By recognizing the psychological and sociological barriers to learning and motivation, we can take proactive steps to nurture a growth mindset, manage stress, and detach our self-worth from external validation. This message extends beyond academics. It is about fostering a holistic, motivated, and growth-oriented approach to any challenge in life. The first step in learning faster is understanding that your beliefs and societal pressures are not your limits. They are merely starting points for your transformation journey. All right, let's dive into the heart of secrets that will immensely upgrade your study habits and accelerate your learning. You see, many of us struggle with retaining information, and often it's not because we're not capable, but because we don't have the right approach. What if I told you that there are simple yet powerful methods you can employ to turbocharge your brain's ability to absorb and recall information? First, let's talk about active learning. Passive reading or just highlighting your textbook isn't enough. You need to engage with the material in a way that prompts your brain to process it deeply. Start by summarizing what you've learned in your own words. Teach the concept to an imaginary audience or even a friend. This forces you to organize and understand the information better. You can also utilize flashcards, but not just for rote memorization. Use them to create questions that make you think critically about the subject. Now, let's address spacing out your study sessions. Cramming all your studies into a single night might work for short-term memory, but for long-term retention, you need to embrace the spacing effect. Break your study material into smaller chunks and review them periodically over several days or weeks. This spaced repetition leverages the brain's natural learning rhythms, making recall easier. There are many apps designed to help you schedule these sessions, so take advantage of them. Next, consider the environment you study in. Your brain associates learned information with the environment you learned it in. By varying your study locations, you create richer memory trails, making it easier to recall the information later. So, don't just stick to one place. Swap your study locations, move from your desk to a library, or even a quiet coffee shop. Incorporate variety into your study methods. If your preferred method is reading, add in some auditory or visual learning resources. Watch videos, listen to podcasts or lectures, and use diagrams and charts. This multi-sensory approach helps solidify the information in your mind by engaging different parts of your brain. Sleep and nutrition play an indispensable role in learning faster. Your brain needs rest to consolidate memory and process information. Aim for at least 7-8 hours of quality sleep. On the nutrition side, maintain a diet rich in omega-3 fatty acids found in fish, nuts, and seeds. Hydrate well, because even mild dehydration can impair cognitive performance. Practice retrieval, which means testing yourself often. It can be through practice tests or by recalling information without looking at your notes. This active recall forces your brain to retrieve information repeatedly, strengthening your memory. Don't forget about the power of setting specific goals for each study session. Vague goals result in vague outcomes, so be crystal clear about what you intend to achieve. Write down your objectives before you start and review them at the end. It gives you a clear roadmap and a sense of accomplishment once tasks are completed. Stay motivated by keeping your end goal in sight. Make a vision board or a list of reasons why you're learning what you're learning. Whenever you feel unmotivated, revisit these reasons. It acts as a powerful reminder of your purpose and reignites your drive. Finally, be kind to yourself and celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Every bit of progress is a step towards your ultimate goal. Reward yourself after completing your study goals. It could be as simple as a treat or a short break doing something you love. This positive reinforcement trains your brain to look forward to studying and achieving goals. By applying these strategies, you'll find yourself not only learning faster, but also enjoying the process more. Start implementing them today and witness the transformation in your learning habits and speed. Remember, The journey to mastering any subject begins with the very first step. So, step up, deploy these strategies, and start learning like never before. Stay curious, stay motivated, and most importantly, enjoy the process of growth and self-discovery. Now, take action and watch how these small but powerful changes lead to big results in your learning journey. As we wrap up, remember that transforming how you study isn't just about learning faster. It's about discovering a new version of yourself who thrives on knowledge and self-improvement. We've discussed how understanding your mindset, breaking free from limiting beliefs, and employing practical, science-backed techniques can revolutionize your learning. But here's the truth. None of this will matter unless you take that first step. Imagine waking up tomorrow, knowing that you possess the tools to excel, not just in your studies but in life. Envision the confidence and excitement you'll feel, breaking free from past anxieties and insecurities. It's within your grasp. Each solution we talked about, from active recall to the Pomodoro technique, is a step closer to your goals. Don't just listen, act, engage with these strategies. Experiment and find what works best for you. This journey of self-discovery through effective study habits is the key to unlocking your true potential. Now is the time to commit. Drop a comment below and share which tip you're excited to try first. Engage with your peers. Let's create a community where we motivate and support each other. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video that can help you grow. Share this video with someone who could use a boost. Save it, rewatch it. Let these techniques become second nature. Remember, every great achievement begins with the decision to try. Your future awaits. Seize it with both hands, and let's embark on this incredible journey together.